she's a self-confessed, although she would say transformed, complete stress head, who has in the past had lots of experience of overwhelm and now builds that into the work that she does with other people and helps them get in touch with it and work through it. And you are going to be saying to us today about daring to dream.
I am.
Yeah, fantastic. Come on. Yeah.
So how many of you have got a dream that you'd like to take to the next level by a show of hands? Wow, that's fabulous. So it may be that you've got something new that you'd like to just give a little bit more push to. Or it might be something that you've been making some positive changes about, but somehow are not quite getting the traction that you want. Wouldn't it be great if it could be effortless? Standing here is not effortless. Right now I've lost my words. I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. So I was going to talk to you about daring to dream. Now, I decided to raise this because on Monday morning I was sitting in a waiting room in a hospital and just reflecting on being effortless, the difference between effort and grace. And I'm really pleased to say that my dream is now gracefully rising above the horizon like the sun, a big ball of fire with light showing me the way of what's next and lighting up my world. But it wasn't always like that. Because until 4 years ago, I was really in a place of struggling with what my dream was and everything I tried, and there were lots of things I wanted to change in my life, but I couldn't get that traction with any of it. Now, my sister, on the other hand, was doing fabulously. She was very able to dream and she was making it happen. She built her own house with her husband. She married him after they built the house. She started a family, she bought a business, she was growing the business, everything was great. Then they even extended the house. And by 2 years ago, she was actually on the next set of plans, thinking about the next big adventure, the travel. Now, what the difference I noticed was that in her life, with her dreams, there was this fun and adventure, and that's what made it look like it was effortless. Even though I know she worked really hard, but there was some effortlessness in there. Now, the only thing that stops us from making our dreams in an effortless manner is an insecurity. It's a feeling of insecurity. But that feeling does not have the power to stop you getting your dreams. And it doesn't actually say anything about you either, because it's just a feeling. It's not a fact, it's a fear. Future event appearing real. It's that appearing real that's important, because it's actually a simple misunderstanding, an innocent misunderstanding, that something has some control over us. And it doesn't, because we actually have everything we need in every single moment to have those effortless dreams. What's going on when we run into that misunderstanding is that we are not seeing that we have the wisdom, the innate wisdom we're born with, and the innate ability for insight that enables us to find our dreams effortlessly. So the past is behind us and we can't change it. And the future, like tomorrow, never comes. All we have is now, right now, this moment. And if I spend any time worrying about what a doctor is going to tell me next week, about my future, which could be not so great, because actually I've had cancer twice and it's possible they might tell me I've got a third time to go. But actually, if I'm worrying about it, then I'm worrying about the future. I don't need to worry about that right now. So if you've got a dream, what I want to say to you is dare to dream big and make it happen. And if you want support, then please reach out and talk to me. Dare to dream big, because if not now, when?
So I was missing the main point that you wanted us to walk away with. Is it dare to dream? Is it the journey from effort to effortless? So I was missing clarity, and right at the end, I thought that was what you were talking about. It's like, how do you make things effortless? Until you kind of talked about the dream, and I thought, I sort of missed that. So there was that disconnect. I wasn't getting that. The other thing I would have really liked to see is you going into your story. What was your struggle? So whatever your point is, if the point is the dream, it's like you had this dream, you had this struggle, you had all these obstacles, and yet you achieved this. You overcame that. That's the story of the dream. The story of effortless to effort to effortless is you had this struggle, you had this challenge, all this was going through. Tell us the story of the crap that you went through in order to go, oh, this is the discovery I made, here's the realization, and now even though I'm tripping, even though I'm forgetting my lines, I can still be in a place of grace and ease and flow. So we want to see that journey, whatever the end goal is, and I was missing that goal. But great, good work. Just
Thank you.
I'll give it to you again.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll do the rest of the feedback. If anybody thinks our last two speakers have been shortchanged, we're going to do the other feedback offline because we're going to keep to our timing. So thank you, Fiona.
Thank you.